First of all, I just want to say how just incredibly proud I am, we are of you guys. Just your obedience to the Lord and always wanting to do what pleases Him. It's just a great, there's nothing better than you can do. So what I kept hearing really over you guys is just marketplace. Just see God opening doors for you guys in the marketplace, being able to connect with people, just influence outside of the church in a really non-religious way, but just still being able to see and demonstrate the power of the Holy Spirit and His love. And seeing kind of, I don't know what you're doing now, but just seeing you again, just really giving yourself like just in the street and just divine appointment. And almost like even if you didn't want to, God's still going to put so many people in your path. It's just like He's going to make it so easy even that it's like, okay, fine, you know, like you're almost forced to do that. And I just see you guys like surrounded by, I would call them like a motley crew, kind of like what David had with the people that were indebted, whatever, and then really turning around and being warriors. And there's prophetic words that have been spoken over you guys. Like I'm remembering, didn't Bob Hazlitt say something about a gym,
yes,
those kind of things? Okay.
And I'm still...
Right. Okay, so what I feel is that even the answer is going to be coming from those very people that He brings. It's almost like unlikely. You would almost think that you'd have to find an investor, or you'd have to find somebody with money, or this kind of somebody with good at property. It's almost going to happen. Those kind of things are going to happen where it's just going to be almost through the unexpected people you wouldn't even think would all of a sudden like just something's going to happen there, and God bringing people and you guys actually training leaders, even if it's somewhat, you know, just real, maybe not in a formal setting necessarily, but just people coming and really being discipled in who they are and walking in that.
Well, this I know about you guys, so I mean, I don't know if it's just obvious or anything, but I think those things that you've longed for, the things that I see just like a connecting of the dots, that there's been things that maybe out of obedience or moving in position, trying to make the best of situations, you've almost felt have been lost, but maybe put on a shelf. But there have been longings, and there's been things that you have known, and there's seasons of that, and then so there's been times of maybe focusing on this thing and then something else, and I think there's going to be a connecting of the dots of the things that maybe you've left here or the things there, and out of good intention, not out of bad place, but and I see that it's been for such a time as this, because God was developing in those moments of maybe leaving it, but He was developing something else in you that if you wouldn't have left that at that moment, you wouldn't have grown in this area. So it's not like a leaving for bad, it's leaving it to a side so that He can develop another like muscle or another part of you. And so that now it was for such a time as this, and I think it's also for the kids.
Yeah.
Because you guys you've had, I mean, again, I know this about you, but you guys have gone and even prayed and learned the dances, learned the things, even over different nations. And even leaving that, I know you do some of it, but there's been things that God has put in you, almost authority, like almost royalty, and almost of, and I think that as this time, there was parts that, again, put to the side that God's re-bringing up so that you can even at this time in your children, right, that you guys as a unit, as a family unit, transform, not even just transform nations, transform people groups. And so I think that statesman thing, like over Arona, it's like I saw it over all your children, like almost the best of both of you. Your line, the things that you thought you gave up, like when you didn't, things, again, I know of you, but that you, and then your grace, and almost, again, every time you guys have a royalty about you. And when you guys coming together, the line to your children, and the supernatural you've known, the supernatural, the evangelistic, the reaching out, the outside of these four walls, those things, you will see a divine coming together at the right time for such a time as this. And I think nothing's lost, nothing wasted. You guys were made for this. You were made for this. And I think even for this time, in this place, God's placed you. You guys are incredible, incredible, incredible. And I know you don't see that over yourselves always. But when just seeing you is just it's like an honor. Always. We love you. We are so proud of you. We're honored to know you, to have part of your journey and what God's doing in you. And You guys are amazing. We love you and just miss you.
Yes.
And we're just so proud of you guys.
Love you guys.